Breaking news tonight in the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks get terrible news on Luka Doncic's injury. Injured his calf on Christmas Day, and now we know how long he's going to be out. The Mavs may be in some trouble. But first, an insane finish in Sacramento. Can it get any worse for the Kings? They have to be just in hell at this point. I'm Trevor Lane. This is the Basketball Bulletin. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see what's going on in Sacramento. So to set the stage, the Kings, they've been struggling. They've lost 4 in a row. They're sliding in the Western Conference. They're outside of the play-in right now, and they're playing the Detroit Pistons in Sacramento. Kings up 3 with just seconds to play, and watch what happened. Here we go. The Pistons hunting for a 3. That's Malik Beasley there with the ball. He's their three-point shooter. Pretty good option to go to. Kings do a good job not letting him get the shot up, but watch this. That's Jaden Ivey in the corner. The defender, it's De'Aaron Fox, the Kings star, who could put himself on the trade market, essentially, if he tells the Kings he will not sign an extension there. Watch what happens. Jaden Ivey's going to pump fake. De'Aaron Fox commits the foul. Bucket and 1. Let's see it again. There was some talk that maybe Ivy had jumped into Fox, but watch Fox's hands. Watch this. He reaches out and grabs Ivy. What is he thinking? That's a flyby right there. At worst, you don't want to commit the foul. Maybe you can argue they should have fouled way earlier in the play, put him on the free throw line so they can't shoot the 3, but my God, you cannot foul a guy as he's shooting the 3. That is the biggest no-no in this situation, is to foul the guy as he's shooting the 3. De'Aaron Fox just reaches out and lightly kind of taps Ivy on the shoulders. It's a foul. Ivy hits the bucket, and 1 hits the free throw. Kings lose by 1. Sacramento Kings fans in hell right now. That's 5 losses in a row for the Kings. And look what's going on in the standings in the Western Conference. Sacramento now 13-18 on the season, 3 games back of a play-in spot currently. They've lost 5 in a row. Their point differential, which looked good for a while, that's slipping as well, just plus 1.1 at the moment. They were playing without Sabonis, who was out due to illness, but still, things are not looking good in Sacramento. And remember, all De'Aaron Fox has to do is tell the Kings, I don't believe we can win, so I will not sign an extension here. And that's it. The trade market is off and running for De'Aaron Fox. He is a free agent, not this summer, but the summer after. However, if he is not willing to do an extension with the Kings, they're going to have to make a very, very difficult decision and probably move on from the 27-year-old star guard. His agent, Rich Paul with Clutch Sports, recently met with the Sacramento Kings to discuss the future and what is going on there. De'Aaron Fox, like Sacramento, wants to stay there, but wants to be able to win. Let's face it, De'Aaron Fox blew it at the end of this game against the Detroit Pistons, and now things just continue to look worse and worse for a Kings team that is talented. They've got the ability, but for whatever reason, they can't seem to get out of their own way and win games. All right, as I said, the Mavs, they got some terrible news tonight on Luka. Let's take a look at what's going on there. Shams Charania reporting that Mavs star Luka Doncic will be reevaluated in 1 month. 1 month. I talked about this earlier today. This was the concern. He left the arena on crutches on Christmas Day. This was the concern with Luka's injury, that it might keep him out for a prolonged period of time. Left calf strain, and I say it all the time. I'm like a damn broken record, but reevaluated does not mean return. They're going to check on his progress in a month, and from there, if it's looking good, maybe his workouts will ramp up. Maybe he'll start doing on-court stuff. Maybe he'll start doing contact stuff, but there is no guarantee that he's even back in a month. In fact, it's highly unlikely he'll be back in a month. It's going to be more than a month for Luka to get back out on the court, because he just gets reevaluated in a month. Then you got to start the ramp-up process. That means effectively Luka, because of the games he's going to miss, he is removed from the MVP campaign. He's not going to be in the mix there. He will not hit 65 games played. And for the Dallas Mavericks to now be without Luka right now, the Mavs sitting in that second tier that I have in the Western Conference. It's OKC by themselves at the top, then Houston, Memphis, Dallas. They are in a 3-team second tier by themselves. Yes, the Denver Nuggets are right after that. I don't have them in that tier right now. They can get there, but I don't have them in that tier right now. It's Houston, Memphis, and Dallas, all slotted just behind the Oklahoma City Thunder in terms of play quality right now. You could argue based on their point differential that Memphis maybe should be in a tier of their own, but this could push the Mavs down to a point where they are in play-in territory. This could remove the Mavs from that tier, depending on how they're able to withstand this injury. This means Kyrie Irving is going to have to step up big time. And you know he can do it, but this is a lot. Klay Thompson is going to have to step it up. Sometimes you see a star player go out, and for a game, 2 games, something like that, all the other guys, they step up. All the other guys step up, and they play well. They play with attention to detail, with increased focus, and they actually win games. And sometimes opponents that you go to play against that team, and you see across the court, oh, that guy's not there anymore. That star is not there, and you let up a little bit. So you get the increased focus on, say, the Mavs side in this case, and the decreased focus on the other side. And sometimes you get this surprising short burst of wins, but it's in the long haul that losing that star really hurts you. When you look at the Mavs schedule, it's not easy. Phoenix, look, you've got Portland, Sacramento. Sacramento has their backs to the wall already. They're starting to really slip in the West. They have to start stacking up wins. You know they're going to go all out. Or they better. If they don't, oh boy, that trade deadline rumor mill could really heat up with De'Aaron Fox. Already rumors about San Antonio sniffing around the De'Aaron Fox front and waiting to see what they can do there. Houston, Cleveland, Memphis, Lakers, Portland again. All right, you got a couple games against Portland here. That helps, but Denver, man, you lose a couple times to Denver, they can certainly leapfrog the Mavs. New Orleans, who will be healthy for New Orleans January 15th? I shouldn't laugh because it's terrible what's going on with the Pels. OKC, Charlotte, okay, there's one. Minnesota, OKC again. Boston, good Lord. Washington, all right, there's one. New Orleans, all right, there's another one. At Detroit, that's not bad. That's not a bad little stretch there. But this is, Monday, January 27th. That's where Luka's probably going to get reevaluated right before the road trip. Is he going to return on this road trip? Probably not. That's probably where he'll be working out with the team. So best case scenario for the Mavs, and that's if he gets a full green light at the end of January when he gets reevaluated. Maybe we're looking this home game February 8th against the Houston Rockets. Maybe that's a date to target. That's right after the February 6th trade deadline. That's a lot of games to go without Luka, without your star guard in a heliocentric offense, and in a very tight Western Conference. The Mavs, I don't think they're going to fall out of the playoffs or anything like that, but this could take them from being a legit, just flat out easy playoff team to being a play-in team in the Western Conference. You know what? The NBA snake bit this season with injuries. I mean, just look at Orlando, for crying out loud, right? For Paulo Banchero, Franz Wagner, right oblique tears. I mean, just random stuff like that. The Pelicans, their whole team has been injured. You look at what's happened around the so many big-time, high-profile players that have been out, and now you add Luka to that mix. Brutal stuff for the Mavs and for the NBA. But everybody, give me your thoughts in the comments down below. What is going on in Sacramento? What's going to happen with De'Aaron Fox and this Kings team? I can't get over it. How are you up 3 with seconds to go and you find a way to lose the game by 1? Oh my gosh. I mean, they were firing up that beam. They were getting ready to light the thing. And somehow, some way, the Kings found the path to a loss. And then the terrible news, Luka Doncic now out for over a month for the Mavs, which could very much shake up the playoff race in the Western Conference. Give me your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to go check out our latest video on Nikola Vucevic and an interesting change in his trade market. Go check that out right now.